Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, please hit the big red rectangle down below. That'd be greatly appreciated. And today, I'm going to be talking about the difference between ranked siege on console and PC. Now, I do want to clarify, I have absolutely zero experience with siege on PC. I've only gathered my thoughts on it due to other content creators talking about it. I'm not going to be talking about the mechanical differences between ranked console and ranked PC, more so the players and how they act. And also, this is all going to be my personal experience. This is more of an opinionated video, and I'd love to hear some others because we all have our own experiences with Siege. And I solo queue most of the time in Siege. But with all that being said, let's get into it. So I'm going to start with how I personally play ranked on console, and then I'll move over to PC. So the way I play ranked Siege is very frag heavy. What I mean by this is that I would prioritize a kill over, say, good placement on the map, or just being very aggressive in general. On console Siege, there tends to be one person who always carries the team. And when I say carry, I mean hard carry. Like, second place on their team has 4 kills, and then the person on top has 14. It's a huge difference, and honestly, when I lose games where I go 14, 3, and 4, it feels like my teammates let me down. Keep in mind that I don't play a huge amount of ranked games to begin with. I usually play around 50 games, so I get the Plat 3 charm. This season, I'm trying to change that. Even though I've already reached Plat 3 and I've only played around 16 games, I'm going to try to play some more. But besides that, ranked is basically a battle between the top fraggers on each team. Usually the team that wins is the team that has the top fragger with the most kills, or 2 or 3 teammates that all do pretty well, compared to the enemy team who has one teammate who does really well. But what about those other teammates, the ones who don't frag out? Well, almost always they're playing a support role. Operators like Thatcher, Finka, Nomad, Rook, Kaid, Bandit are commonly played by these people, and that's fine. Since all the fraggers are running 3 speeds with great guns like Ash and Vigil, it leaves the bottom fraggers on each team to have a battle of their own, a utility battle of sorts. It seems the top fraggers tend to fight more with their guns, while the bottom fraggers fight more with their utility. This doesn't mean that one's better than the other, or one's right and one's wrong, it's just 2 different styles. However, the most explosive players are the ones that combine these two. They'll use their gadget or utility to give them leverage in a gunfight or in winning the round. These people will usually play operators that directly impact an enemy. Usually trap ops, or on attack, they'll usually play operators like Buck and Sledge. Operators that can create easy gateways for easy kills. Operators that can provide lots of team utility and can frag out. And I don't think there's a better example of that than Legion. I can't tell you how many 1v3s or 1v4s I've clutched thanks to Legion. Legion has the goo mine as his gadget, which stops the enemy from sprinting, stops them from planting the bomb, creates a green gassy effect on their screen, and gives away their position. Then Legion has the T5 SMG, an SMG with virtually 0 recoil, with a high fire rate and good damage. It's so easy to just flick onto people's heads, because they can't sprint with the goo mine stuck in them. And whenever someone gets stuck with a goo mine, their initial reaction is to get to safety and pull out the goo mine. But how can they do that in a last second push? Or if there's someone pushing them? It really throws people off and puts Legion in easy situations to get easy kills. The goal for me whenever I play ranked on console is to put myself in good positions to get easy kills. Whether that be actual positioning, the operator I play, or the guns I use. I mean, the only reason I found my mains is because of their guns. Habana has such a great weapon that's controllable once you get used to it. And Legion's gun is an absolute beast. I'd say that I'm personally more of a fragger than a utility player, but if I'm not doing so hot one game, I'll usually play someone with good utility. And that's how I at least play ranked on console. Quick sum up, utility tends to take a backseat when compared to fragging. However, the same can't be said for PC, or at least what I know of it. And bear in mind, all this is coming from high ranked play, plan above. I have no clue if any of this is true at all for the lower ranks, but anyways, from what I've seen of PC ranked, it's a lot closer to Pro League. Now, in Pro League, utility reigns supreme. Even though Goyo and Castle aren't really good in normal Siege, in Pro League they're incredibly powerful. PC, while not all the way there, is definitely closer than console. But why is that? Why is utility less valued on console and valued more on PC? Well, that's because it's much harder to have good aim with a controller than it is to have good aim with a mouse and keyboard. Most PC players use mouse and keyboard, and aiming on a mouse and a keyboard is much easier than with a controller. It's way easier to make precise movements and adjustments with mouse and keyboard than it is with a controller. I mean, just look at Warzone. People who use mouse and keyboard are absolutely insane with a sniper. But to a controller player, sniper shots are a lot harder to land because of the precise movement that's needed, which is so hard to do on a controller. It's not impossible, mind you, just incredibly difficult. Since basically everyone on PC can aim well, having good aim doesn't make that much of a difference because the difference in skill between one person's aim and another's is so minuscule that it doesn't make a difference. So that's why utility is so much more valued on PC. And with valuing utility comes strategies with that utility. I'll be completely honest, I have very few strategies. I think I only have 3, maybe 4. One is Nook on Villa, where I go in through the basement and up the stairs to the site. Another is going Finca on Cafe and going Park and rushing in through that entrance to the site. And on Basement and Bank, I play Wamine and set up a deployable shield against the server wall and stop anyone coming in from tunnel. And I play Smoke on Consulate upstairs. I put a barbed wire at the bottom of yellow stairs and I sit there waiting for anyone. These are really the only strategies I have, and while on some sites I basically always play a certain operator, like on Throne Room on Theme Park, I always go Legion. I don't really have a strategy with him, I just kind of do something. I feel that PC players do less of this and have more strategies. This could also be just because I solo queue, and so I can't really make strategies that involve other people, so my options become far more limited. I'm not too sure. Like I said, this is all just my opinion and my perspective from what I see. So, to recap, PC players are more utility and strategy focused, while console players are more frag focused because it's harder to be better at fragging on console than it is on PC. And with that is all for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. And if you're new here, please hit that big red rectangle down below, that'd be greatly appreciated. And now I'm probably gonna go eat some food or something, you know the drill. I don't know, just go tell your favorite e-girl you love her or something, I don't know, just fuck off.